Hello, welcome to Longshot Larry's Sports Astrology. We're looking at the first leg in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Manchester City are at home to Bayern Munich. Manchester City are the favourites, so they're going to be represented by the Ascendant with Libra and its ruler Venus. Also the MC with Leo on the MC and its ruler the Sun. Bayern Munich are represented by Aries and its ruler Mars, and Aquarius and its ruler Saturn. So looking at the Frawley method here, you can see a couple of things. Number one is that the Sun, Lord of the 10th, is applying to a conjunction to Jupiter, and then the Descendant, or the 7th house cusp, 1 degree away. That's a strong indication for Man City, the favourites. The Moon is going to oppose the part of fortune quite early on, within a degree, so that's an indication for the underdogs, Bayern Munich. So one apiece, this Sun is probably stronger. Now looking at this chart in general, there's 3 planets on angles, which is incredibly rare. You've got the Sun applying to a conjunction to Jupiter within a degree of the Descendant, so links to that are going to be very important. And you've also got Pluto exactly on the IC. And Pluto is the king of upsets. I've seen plenty of upsets with Pluto on the IC, so an upset is possible just from that alone. Moving on to the Antiska positions. Venus, Lord of the first, is applying to the MC, but they're in different signs, so you don't count that. And the Antiska of Saturn, Lord of the IC, is in the first. It's too far away from the Ascendant to count that, so we're stuck with one apiece. Manchester City coach Pep Guardiola, he relates quite well to Pluto in my opinion. He's got Pluto is applying to a sextile to his Jupiter. Jupiter is conjunct his Mars and Neptune natally. They are both sextile the Sun and sextile Pluto. He has that Pluto trine his Sun natally, so he relates quite well to this Pluto. Couldn't see any links here with the Sun and Jupiter, which does concern me if you're picking Manchester City. Possibly their square is MC. His time here is 12:30 PM. Any of these exact round times, you do have to allow a bit of leeway here with regards to these angles, so that could be a potential negative. The new Bayern Munich coach, Thomas Tuchel, I hope that's how you pronounce it. Much better chance than the old coach in my opinion. So this Sun-Jupiter here is just past a sesquiquadrate to his Virgo Sun and past an opposition to his Uranus. So a link to this Sun-Jupiter is helpful. Couldn't see how he linked in with Pluto here. The Moon opposite part of fortune, he's got the Moon is trine his Mercury in Virgo, which rules his Virgo Sun. And the part of fortune is applying to a conjunction to Saturn. You can see Saturn down here is at 3 Pisces 47, so it's going to be in that degree area plus a degree and a half the next week or so, which is the time for this leg and the second leg. You can see this game, it is opposite the midpoint of his Sun and Mercury, and applying to a square to Neptune. So I think it is going to be hard for Bayern Munich to progress to the next round, but Saturn is not active today. So looking at this in summary here, you've got 3 planets exactly on the angles at the start, so this is going to be a wild game in my opinion, and basically anything can happen. The Frawley method is leaning towards, does give an edge towards Manchester City, the Lord of the 10th applying to the Descendant. It's probably the strongest indication there. You do have to take this with a grain of salt when you've got especially Pluto on an angle though. The aspects, I think Manchester City, they relate better to Pluto, or the coach relates better to Pluto. The Bayern coach relates better to that Sun-Jupiter conjunction. So in this game, anything can happen. I've got this as a leave. I've put down the best guess here is I've got Manchester City winning 2-1. That's probably my best guess for this game. That's what we've got. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.